Hello, hello. Welcome back to Unlicensed and Unbothered. Um, you know what? I
What?
actually am bored of saying the same thing again and again. I feel like our
Yeah,
people need a nickname. I want because I feel like
I
we're in
think
this relationship together, you know?
exactly. I think honestly, without us giving
Mm.
them a name, maybe we'll try a few out. But I feel like they should tell us what they want us to call them, so that we
Yeah.
feel more connected.
A chosen name, something you want to
Yeah,
go by because we're accepting and we love you guys.
we love you
But
guys.
okay. So let's dive back into it. So today we're checking in on a repeat offender, right? To the rehab clinic.
Mm-hmm.
The person who swears they don't believe in labels but still want all the perks of a relationship.
And you guys, you know exactly what they look like. They
Hmm.
send you the good morning or good night text every single day. They plan cute little dates monthly or even weekly. They keep you in their rotation for every single event, no
Hmm.
matter how big or how small. They meet your friends, they meet you meet their friends, even maybe even meeting each other's family. But the second you ask, "Hey, so what exactly are we?" they suddenly become allergic to the English language out of no fucking where.
Yeah, or my favorite thing, they turn into a wannabe philosopher, telling you
Mm,
that maybe labels are just a societal construct. I don't believe in all that. Or simultaneously soft launching you on Instagram and throwing a fit if you go out without them, if you're having fun, if you're out with your friends, doing your own thing.
exactly. It's
God
not it's
forbid.
not exactly like free spirited, as I would say.
Mm,
It's basically an emotional Airbnb. They'll rent the role of your partner for months, maybe even years, but they have no plan to buy in. And guys, before we continue, I have a very, very old chair. So it makes noises. So if you hear like weird creaking noises, it is my chair and I apologize for it. It's a really old chair. But yeah, sorry,
uh,
Diva, continue.
yeah, no, I love I love the way that you framed that, like the Airbnb thing, because it's
Thank
genuinely so
you.
true. Right? Okay, so let's go over the symptoms because I feel like you guys need to be able to clock it early before
Mm,
you start building a life with someone who's already made up their mind not to commit. Right, okay.
exactly.
They do relationship things, right? But they flinch at relationship words. And I feel like
Mm,
that's so common, right? So they'll plan,
boyfriend, girlfriend.
yeah, they'll plan romantic getaways, like nice weekends away. They'll remember, I don't know, your coffee order if you drink coffee, food order. They'll text you good night, good morning every single day. But God forbid if someone jokingly calls you their
God
partner,
forbid.
you look, they make it seem like you've just asked them for their bank account details to absolutely
Or even
drain
pulled up
their
like
life
it's
savings.
they're just crazy. And they claim that defining the relationship will ruin the vibe, which is translation to I like what we have because I get to have you without having to be accountable to you. They act like putting a name to it is gonna kill the magic, which is so not true.
Mm-mm.
And but really, they just want the magic without the responsibility. And if they cheat, technically you were not in a relationship.
Yeah, because no, commitment, I feel like for them only
Mm,
exists when it benefits them, right? So
exactly.
they constantly keep insisting we're basically together, right? But the moment you mention seeing other people, right? Or like the moment uh
You want to explore.
they want to explore like other options, so or like you want to explore other options, sorry, suddenly it's like, well, we're not exclusive, like I think I framed that really wrong, but it's
No, I think you framed it okay. Yeah.
yeah.
But Oh my fucking gosh. They literally make you feel like you're the intense one.
Mm.
When you ask like a normal, like healthy question, like, hey, like, what are we doing here? Where are we going? And suddenly you become clingy. You're the clinging one. You're overthinking. And they turn your need for clarity into like a personality flaw. So they don't have to give you a real answer. And it fucking sucks and annoys the fuck out of me.
I know. I know. Because one thing I've noticed about them, they do something very similar. They
Mm,
crumb that future. Like so they'll drop
yeah.
those little hints that like, oh, someday, like, oh, we should take this trip together, or what should we name our future dog or cat or our future
Mm,
kids? But they'll never actually put anything in motion, right? It's like this like this carrot, this future shaped
yeah. Or
carrot.
like candy or something.
Yeah, that just like dangling in front of you, so you keep walking, you keep following them.
I know it's so fucking annoying when they do that because
Mm,
every time you think you're getting somewhere,
you're not.
no, it's like one step forward, three steps back,
Mm,
literally. And a bonus symptom, one more bonus symptom. There, I just want to see where this goes. Speech somehow always leads to you giving more and them giving less. And you sit there hoping they'll wake up one morning and decide they're ready. And a little spoiler, I am so sorry, but they usually don't give a fuck. They don't want anything to do with you.
uh-uh.
They're just
Mm,
comfortable with you, so they're keeping you there.
you know what, guys? Okay, I will give you an example that's happened to
Mm,
me recently, right? So
okay.
this dude adds me, right? And
Mm,
we were talking, it was great, loads of banter, everything's good. And then I ask them, what do they want from me? Just out of curiosity, because
mm,
I'm also at that age where I'm like, I'm tired of playing around. Like it's I'm it's so
yeah.
underwhelming, right? I didn't even want a relationship with them. Never had any expectations. I wasn't even thinking about it that way. But they instantly go, "Oh babe, I don't believe in labels." Like what? Babe, I didn't ask
Right?
you to marry me.
Right. And that's honestly the part that gets me and fucking confuses me still to this day. Like them just assuming. Like
Mm,
assuming that you want a relationship, even though maybe you also just don't, you just want to keep it casual. Like,
yeah,
buddy, calm down, calm the fuck down.
I
Not
know.
everyone is asking you a question and trying to lock you in. Some people, the same as you, just want to have fun and might not want to take things seriously, and that's
Yeah.
a lot of people do want that.
Like, I'm sorry, babe, you are not my dream man. You are not Van Dyke. That oh.
Van Dyke.
Okay.
Guys,
But
she has a crazy obsession of Van Dyke. You don't understand how many times she talks about Van Dyke. It is
I
crazy.
I went to the mall yesterday, and I just want to point out I love the fact that Dubai Mall has one, a Liverpool store, and two, I what store was it? It was like a proper sports store where they do like
JD
they'll
Sports.
it's right next to like Pinkberry and Lululemon, I think. Uh like
Oh, Foot
downstairs.
Locker? Foot Locker?
Maybe. So they
I think
like
so.
you can buy a jersey, and then they'll like put whoever you like their like name and whatever on it. And the theme was Liverpool, and I freaked. I ran into that store. The man was like, he looked at me like I grew 10 heads. He was like, "Are you okay?" Because I just saw Virgil, and I was like, "Eee!"
She's
Oh,
not okay.
I love him. I love football, and I love him. I have never ever had a celebrity crush, but somehow this man has changed all that. But
Mm.
okay. Sorry to,
Shall
but
we reel them back in?
yeah. So, you know what? When this guy said this, I was offended because I was like, why
Mm.
is your default assumption, just like you said, that when someone, just like is talking to you, wants to be with you, like I just
Exactly.
I just wanted some clarity, babe, but instead I'm getting a fucking TED talk on why love is a capitalist scam.
That is so true. That is so fucking true.
Yeah. And anyways, okay, that lasted, I'm not even joking you, a whole of 2 days. And I just ended it with him today because he was very typically like every other man who just wants the basics, right? Sex, fun, and a good time. And well,
Mm,
I feel like I've become a little bit more mature than that. Well, not even that. Like, I've never been like that. But I
yeah, I
just
think
want more. I
the older we
crave
get,
for
the more
more.
mature. The
Yeah,
older we get, we crave for more and we also mature, which is normal.
normal.
That's how we're
Yeah.
supposed to fucking develop. But honestly, it is all it's all the same. Why are they all the fucking same? It honestly annoys me. Like they
Mm.
all want the same exact thing. If I talk, I'm not saying I have, but if I talk to like four different men, maybe one might be wanting an actual relationship, but the three actually just want
But
sex
also, babe,
most of
can
the
I
time.
point out the fact that even that one guy that probably wants a relationship is not capable of giving you a relationship that would truly satisfy you?
Exactly. Or they start off nice. This happens to me all the time. It starts off nice, and then all of a sudden they're like, "So do you send nudes? You send nudes?" I'm like, "No, babe, I do not. I genuinely don't. Please stop." And then I
No, and
block them.
and then it's like, well, I am different. Like, babe, you
No,
might be
you're
different.
not.
I am not. I'm the
No,
same person. I don't give a shit who
exactly.
you are.
Exactly.
I
It's
don't
like you're just
send.
being predictable. Like it's the same fucking script,
You
but
know,
a
that
different font of
I'm
guy.
not even joking. I literally told him that. I'm like, you are so typical. You are so typical.
Right?
You're just like the rest. And he was like, why? Why am I typical? Because the first thing I told him, I'm not even joking, the first thing I told him was, I don't talk to guys. I don't talk to guys. I have no interest in
Mm,
wasting my
yeah.
time. And then he was like, well, I'm different, all that. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That's some banter. Let's do it. Less than 2 days, we spoke on the phone for one day, like a few hours, and that's absolutely it. I was
Ex-
like, I can't do it.
yeah. And guys, just a little disclaimer. Not every anti-label person is malicious.
Mm.
As though, yeah, they're not all malicious. Sometimes it's just like past trauma, relationship trauma, or even like parental trauma.
Mm.
But and messy breakups or not even being ready because of where they're at in life, and that's completely okay because
Yeah.
people have to realize a lot of kids didn't grow up in like a happy household, or like people around them didn't grow up like in a happy couple, so they kind of envision that in their relationship and they might not want that yet. And or if they immediately say like, oh, it's turned into a relationship, they might get scared that it might turn into like fighting all the time, or just all of a sudden
Yeah.
losing the love or magic or whatever, or the attraction.
Yeah, and a lot of the times, that's completely fine, like as Nu has said, because everyone is like on their own journey, right? People take time, they grow at their own pace, but most of the time it's not that deep, right?
It is
It's
not.
strategic in a certain way because you know what they want? They want that emotional comfort of being your
Mm,
person, but that escape route of being technically single when they need it, right?
exactly. And then they literally, what the fuck did I say like that? Sorry, but they convince themselves that they're being transparent because they told you on date maybe two or even one or even in the talking stage that
Hmm.
they don't do labels. But baby girl or baby boy or like baby, that is not that is not honesty. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit sketched out today because I thought I had an exam today, but it's actually fucking tomorrow. So I woke up at 5:30 because my exam was at 9 a.m. So I was like, oh, my exam is today. Going there, and they're like, Syria exam is actually tomorrow, so I woke up for nothing. I could have slept in.
She's
No,
been tweaking out about it.
I've been so pissed off. But literally, let's go back. But honestly, that is not honesty. They're just securing your emotional labor without having to offer their emotional labor to you. Because if they actually care about you, there'll be mutual emotional labor. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, and you know when they tell you, like they'll give you like what, like as Nuha said, that transparency. It's kind of like you know when you like write something down, so in like the court of law you can't be, accused of something, and you have like
Mm-hmm.
some, it's like that. They're like, but well, I told you I didn't want this. Well, I know, like I probably asked you to be my future wife and told you 25 things and 25 different ways that I loved you, but well, technically that doesn't mean I loved you because I told you that I didn't want to love anyone right now. Shut
Because
up.
some people say I love you very easily.
For
For the
shits and
girls,
gigs.
yeah, for that too, but also like girls, we say I love you very easily. But I feel like if a man tells you I love you, they have to be in love with you, not just love. I
Or
mean,
they're
that's
just
okay.
fucking, they want to fuck with you. Because
Yeah,
that's
that
the
too. They can
thing.
play fucking mind games. They can play mind games, or they think that they're in love with you, but then they realize they're not. Eh,
Yeah.
They're just
It's
confusing. I feel
it's
like
bad.
everyone's confusing.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go on tips, right? We're gonna give you some tips.
Survival
Use it, don't use it.
tips.
But yeah, right. Okay. Tip one. Take
Ew! Sorry,
Ew.
a guy from my past just texted me. No,
See, guys,
okay.
this is what we mean. They crawl back like fucking roaches that you can't get rid of. And like, and
I haven't
I don't know
talked to
who
this
this
guy in
guy
so
is,
long.
but ew, I'm icked out right now. Okay, okay. Aggressive tip one, right?
Okay.
Take them, take that fucking word for it, right? The first time they
Oh,
say they don't want a relationship, they
they
mean it,
don't.
right? Baby, that is
Coming
not a
from a person,
challenge.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Come
not
on.
that's not a fucking challenge for you to prove them wrong. Be like, I can change them, they'll
I can
change for
change
me.
them. No,
I'm the
bitch, no.
exception. No, the fuck it's not. It's your sign to decide if that is good enough for you or not. And usually, babe, it's not good enough for you. Leave.
Honestly, it only happens, girls, my book talk girlies, or even guys, that only happens in books. And I apologize. It only happens in books, and that is not real life. And from someone who actually does not want a relationship, sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe I actually want a relationship. But a lot of the time, I don't want a
And
relationship
then
next
she
to have a
speaks
bit
to a
of fun.
guy. And then she
Shut the fuck
realizes why she's not in
up.
one.
Okay, why are you calling me out? Everyone's been calling me out today. My college friends, you, my dad, my mom, everyone's calling me out today. What the fuck is going on?
It's real. I was gonna say real estate check, but no, like reality check. For new a real estate check. No,
Okay.
sorry.
But
Mm.
before we start waffling, tip two.
Hmm.
Please listen to our tips, please. Okay. They 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 separate consistency from commitment. I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back because people don't know this. They separate consistency from commitment. Because someone texting you every day, including you to their friends, introducing you to their friends, or keeping you in their like daily life, doesn't mean they're ready to build a future with you. Because if I'm talking to a guy, I will obviously tell my friends. I'll be like, yeah, guys, I'm like talking to a guy right now, but I don't know if it's going anywhere. Like,
Mm.
they're not committing to you. They probably are talking to a lot of other bitches because both you and I grew up in Dubai, and it's very normal to talk to
Common
multiple people at once. And when I came to Canada, people didn't understand that, so it was kind of a culture shock. Because I'm like, oh,
culture shock. Talking
no,
to many
literally,
people.
no. The thing is, they have, but not as much as the Dubai kids, because we
Yeah.
can fucking talk to
No, I
multiple people at
swear.
the same time.
Winuha and I have spoken about this genuinely. Like, there was, like, we know people who used to copy paste text messages to like 30 people.
Huh?
Just
I've
like,
done it. I've done it.
no, but not
I've done it.
30, Nuha.
not 30, maybe like 15. I was bored.
Gotta keep the
I was
hoes in
bored.
check. Okay, okay. Tip
For any of my
3.
hoes that are
Oh.
listening right now, you are my main hoe.
Re-
What hoe? What hoes do I have right now? I have none. I literally rejected all of them because, guys, girly pops out there, focus on your studies. That's what I'm doing right now. Even though I really want a fucking husband, focus on your studies
Eh?
because education comes
Nuha,
first.
don't say that.
Duba,
Someone's gonna
continue.
someone's gonna
Duba, continue.
misconstruct that as
Duba,
you have a
continue.
husband.
I don't have a husband. Oh, I do not have a husband. Astaghfirullah, not right now. I am a young girl.
Okay.
Okay?
Can I tell
No.
you guys this right before I continue? Um, I met someone who listened to one of our episodes, and they genuinely, because I think Nuha had like mentioned like that she knows people that are currently engaged, and like we were talking about, oh, I think it was like maybe the trad wife one, and this
Yeah.
person like full on was like, you need more male voices in your podcast. Why don't you get Nuha's husband? I was like, Nuha's husband?
I
What
don't have a
husband?
husband. I don't. At this current moment, I am hating men. Maybe not.
Current
May,
moment.
you want me to just hate men in general? I
I don't
can if you
even
want me
want
to.
you to if you probably do.
No, I most definitely do. They're all
Yeah.
listening right now. I need someone to just come
They
and.
are.
I need someone to come to me at a bookstore. That's my ideal time to meet a man. Coming at me in the bookstore when I'm like looking at books and they're like, "So what books do you like? You're really gorgeous, by the way. Do you like reading books?" Don't ask me what books I'm reading because I don't know what answers they give you. Please, just
Mine comes to me in his private yacht.
period. No, 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 no. I have one. I have one. Sorry, I sounded really excited. A guy on a fucking helicopter lands in front of the fucking bookshop, comes to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I was in the sky, but then I saw you with my binoculars and I thought you were really fucking hot. And honestly, you are so not hot, like you're so beautiful, gorgeous, magnificent."
My
Sorry,
helicopter almost crashed coming down to you. You just caught
sorry,
my eye as a little ant in the sky in the downstairs
sorry. A
bookstore.
lot of stuff is happening right now. Someone was trying to call me. Spam callers. If you're a listener in Canada, there are a lot of spam callers. But
I
before we
hate
start
that.
waffling again,
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
let's go back.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Tip 3, right? Okay, okay. Do not let potential blind you, right? Because
Mm,
like potential is just I feel like it's a nice word for it's not happening right now. And most people don't magically wake up unless they already want to because I've seen all these TikToks,
exactly.
right, where these guys and girls whatever, they'll have a video or a picture of them where they look absolutely horrendous, and they're like, okay, post breakup, and they've got a huge glow up, right? I'm not talking about the people that are in abusive relationships, but I am gonna say, why are you upset like when you made yourself, like I'm not talking about when people didn't have a choice, but when you had a choice and you went that far and you treated yourself so horribly, how did you expect others to treat you better?
Exactly. And guys, just a little disclaimer. She didn't ask me to do this. She doesn't even know who I am. But there's this Muslim TikToker that I listen to, and I don't listen to her. She's just really cutesy, and her name is Erta Khadija, and she just got out of a relationship from her, like she divorced. I want you guys to go listen to that because the way she was explaining to us how she was so blinded in love and how she saw the potential in this man, and she actually got uglier when
Mm.
she was with him. Please go listen to that. Even if you're not Muslim, just go listen to that because it opened my eyes for a lot of things. And like, a man can actually make you ugly. If you're not happy with someone, it can make you uglier. They can
You have
drain all the fucking
noticed
energy
that
out of
with
you.
me. When I was talking to
Yeah,
this guy that was like horrendous to me, like I told her, I was like, I feel ugly. And she was like, you do. Like, not in like a terrible way, but like you do look worse because you're literally
Because
like so
Diva,
miserable.
guys, Diva is fucking hot. Like, she is hot. Every time I go to a club or like even just out to a mall, there are guys staring at her. But she was with that ugly motherfucker that finally, like, I've been asking her to fucking break things off, but finally she has.
Yeah.
But
I was not dating him, by the way. I need to make this very clear.
no,
It
she
was more
wasn't.
he
She
liked
wasn't.
me, I didn't like
Alhamdulillah.
him.
Alhamdulillah. Because if she was, I would honestly go beat her ass. I would collab with her mom to go beat her ass. Because
My
what
mom would
the fuck?
agree. Yeah.
Yeah. But before we but tip 4. Guys, please pay attention to your own needs.
Mhm.
They're more important than someone else's needs. And if you are constantly questioning where you stand in this relationship, or you start feeling small in your relationship, or you're even just holding back your feelings, just like keep the peace so you don't fight and you're just okay, that's already your answer. You are not happy in that relationship. You're also kind of comfortable, but you're also kind of scared to leave the
Also,
relationship. You know
if
what I
you're
mean?
holding, if you're holding yourself back and stuff, isn't that like signs of an abusive relationship or a toxic relationship? If you think
Kind
about
of,
it.
kind of.
Yeah. Like I mean like to keep the peace, you're quiet. You know?
Yeah, sorry. I just opened the past relationship. He called me Nunu. Ask
in
Santos.
in
He
my
knows how it
language,
smells. Sorry.
in my
Please tell me
language,
you know that. Please tell me you know that.
yeah,
That's
no, I do.
Astrovito.
No, I do, but in my language, in like one of the languages I know, that means pussy. So, okay, tip 5. Okay. Your worth is not up for negotiation, right?
Mm-mm.
If you have to convince someone to claim you, you're doing way too much work for someone who's not showing up at your level. Because why are you questioning your worth? I feel like you need to be your biggest supporter. And if you're not supporting yourself,
Exactly.
babe, who's going to do it for you?
Who's gonna support you? Exactly. And that is so true. You always need to support yourself and know your self worth and
Yeah.
just like know your needs, because if you don't put that first, why would you assume that your partner will?
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, Nuha? Now, I
Sorry.
want I want you to tell us a story, like something that you've gone through.
Guys, I don't want to expose myself, but she's making me impolite.
I've
There's
exposed
literally,
myself.
yeah, okay, I'll expose myself. Guys, before we continue this, you know that I don't do commitment. You know that I hate men. But there was a period in my life where I actually wanted a relationship. But now I'm like, fuck that. But like, I've been in that situationship to accept that guy was like, it was a little more shameless, you know? So at first, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, it felt like we were heading somewhere real. And I've not been wanting a relationship for a long time, but this guy seemed like he was good. I actually kind of liked him. He's not
Hmm.
making any like sexual at
He's a
me.
witch.
Wait, oh, a witch? But he
Yeah.
said bitch, and I'm like, no,
No,
she said witch.
he's a witch.
But and he was honestly like a decent guy who I thought that, you know? And I'm a person that is not very sexual, and I honestly just want to converse with you and like talk about feelings and maybe like a little bit of banter. But I thought this was heading somewhere because he was giving me all of that. But and literally he was like, oh my gosh, like I like you so much. I actually might even love you. I haven't liked a girl in so long, and you've like been the only girl that I'm talking to. Like, you've literally opened my eyes to so much about everything. Like, you've opened my eyes to like a good relationship to a healthy relationship, which I was happy about. And like, we were long distance because this was my
Mm.
first year of uni. I have changed since my first year of uni, but
Yeah.
and he was in England and I was in Canada, and he was like, I will, and he has this. He was a, he had a decent job, and he's like, I know I have business in Canada, so I'll always come visit. Where? Where? He came to Canada, didn't visit me, by the way. Where? And he would plan, literally plan things just like so we could hang out, but not actually hang out. We would just do like virtual dates because
Mm.
obviously he was in the UK, but whenever he did come to Canada, no time for me. I even
Maybe
talked
it's
to
a
his
secret
friends.
wife and kids here. There.
He was really young. Well, you never know. Honestly, you
Yeah,
never
they
know
I
what
mean that
person
guy
is.
thought you were married, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
put it past anyone.
yeah, that's true. Like he introduced me to his friends, and I just realized now that I picked the wrong friend because
Damn.
he had some fine friends. Like I was on call with him, and I also looked good because I was going out,
Mm.
and I think his friends said something, and he's like, "No, she's mine." I'm like,
No, I'm not.
okay. But I was like, actually, no, you're not. I was still in like, I didn't really want a commitment. I didn't actually really want like a relationship, but I knew I was heading to one, and I was gonna be okay with that, you know.
Mm.
And he made me feel so like important because he was texting me good morning, good night. He would check in on me, which no other guy has done ever. He would check on me, can't even speak today, constantly, literally constantly. Even if I tell him like, hey, like I'm really busy with like uni, I'm like busy with like exams and stuff, he'll be like, yeah, but just like he'll just talk to me for. He will take time out of his day. Also, time zones. Time zones are very like, it's crazy. He will call me at 3 a.m. his time just to talk to me. So I thought it was important, and I'm there, sitting there. I'm like fresh out of high school, by the way. And so I'm just sitting there thinking, okay, so this is going to go somewhere because he's actually taking this seriously. Like, I
Mhm.
haven't talked to a guy, like, emotionally mature like this. And he didn't ask me for sexual favors. He actually took my likings into account, and he took my needs into account. He's making time for me. No other person has done this to me other than like my friends and family. So I was like, okay, this is going somewhere. And over like a little like virtual date that we have that we did, because obviously he didn't. He always had an excuse to leave, like not see me, even if when he was in Canada. Um, I asked him like, hey, by the way, um, where is this going? Like, do do you think it's going into a relationship? Because normally, as I told you, I would like talking to multiple people at once is normalized. So I was like,
Yeah.
hey, like, where's this going? Because like you're actually the only guy I'm talking to right now, which is shocking for Nuha. Okay, and all of a sudden, he didn't say this when we first. I even asked him this before the relationship starts. I ask this to every single guy, and I make it like known. Like I'm not wanting a relationship, but if you are actually kind of decent, I might get into one. But I put them into a little test trial. He passed. He passed. We're gonna call him David because his name is not David. I forgot his name because I made myself forget him, but then Diva made me remember him. Which fuck you, Diva. I love you that. I love you so much. But he was like, "Oh, I don't date." Like, excuse me.
What?
Excuse me. So, what am I exactly here for? Why am I giving you my attention, my time, my liking? Because I didn't love him. My kind of attraction. He was an ugly motherfucker, and Diva made me realize that literally. And I'm like, and all this while I know his one friend was trying to contact me and trying to get with me. Because he
Mm.
was always in Canada, and his friend always tried to like meet up with me as friends. I obviously was like, respect for him, I would not do that.
Yeah.
But I should have, because he was way hotter. But anyway, I was like, excuse me, so what am I here for? Emotional support? Free company? Something you can tell your friends, like, oh, I finally have a girl? And
Mm.
like, I'm bragging, like, he was bragging about, he's like, yo, I got a girl. I'm trying to impersonate a fucking British accent, I'm really bad.
Yeah.
He's
Go, go. You
it
sound
was
like
like,
a
I
chain smoker.
yeah, he's like, I gotta go finally, guys. Like, it's been so long. And they were all saying, like, oh my gosh, she hasn't had a girl in so long. So I kind of felt special, you know? And
Mm.
I got like partner privileges because obviously, like, the time commitment. And he would like send over little gifts because whenever he was in Canada, he sent me gifts, but he never gave it to me physically. It was either his friends dropping it off, which is very weird,
That's
or I
weird.
would get it during like a delivery service. I don't know. I didn't question it because I was
Free
fresh out of high
gifts.
school. Free gifts, honestly, free gifts, and he would pay for my food. So I'm like,
I love
period.
that.
So yeah, I like that. But
At one point, it's like, but I also want you.
I actually liked you a lot. Like,
Yeah.
you actually gave me stuff that I was on genuinely craving for, and you showed me like a good relationship, like an actual, I what I thought was a healthy relationship, you know. And last time I checked, this sounds less like romance, but more like a very unpaid internship. Like,
Oh my
you're,
God, yeah.
it's like a trial run with me. Like, you're doing a trial run with me on how to actually treat his girlfriend, his proper girlfriend, apparently, because
The
I
girl
didn't pick
before
up
the
the sign.
girlfriend.
Yeah, I was literally the girl before his girlfriend. I didn't pick this up, but his friends would always say like, he's never treated a girl like this before. Like, we're actually fucking surprised. And they're like, he's no commitment. Like, I don't think he actually wants a relationship with anyone, but he seems to with you. And when he said that, I was like, I was kind of hurt, but then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Education is more important. I don't need a fucking guy like to do all this, and I put my education first. And then I wrote him like because I still did care about him. I wrote him like a sweet message being like, hey, if you're actually not going to take this relationship seriously, which I am, and you're not going to either make me your girlfriend very soon, because at this point we've been talking for like 5-6 months. At that
Mm.
time, you need to ask me soon. And I thought it was coming because all my friends and Diva, like, they were hyping me up. They're like, no, actually not Diva, but they were like, because Diva, I think Diva clocked it, but they were like hyping me up and stuff. And they're like, yeah, he'll ask you soon. Because he was kind of giving me signs. And I sent him like a little like message and like, I do care for you, but if you don't think anything's going on, I don't want to waste my time and energy because I could have actually been finding a good
Someone else.
man that would treat me right and actually want to be my boyfriend and future husband. Because I want to date to marry. That's
Yeah.
me. I know a lot of people don't want that, but I want to date to marry. So I'm very picky choosy with my man because
Because I feel
obviously
like
I want
guys will teach you life lessons regardless. So why are you dating
exactly
to date? Like date to learn.
exactly
I actually heard that. Like once
exactly.
I met someone who was like, "Oh, I date so I can like learn more." And I'm like, "Are you like
That
is
is
this
amazing.
class stuff?
Yeah,
What?" Okay. Okay, okay.
literally. Wait, before,
Yeah.
because the most heartbreaking thing, I he agreed. He's like, okay, yeah, this is not gonna go anywhere. And then this motherfucker, not even 4 months later, not even, he's with a girl.
Fuck
But
off.
guess no. But guess how I the post, and guess who told me?
His friend.
His best friend. His best friend. He's like, because at that time I didn't unfollow him, but he unfollowed me, which was stupid. And he unfollowed me, and I think he blocked me.
Mm.
His best friend sent me a picture, and it was a picture of like him asking this girl to be his girlfriend. And apparently, by the timings where I was actually talking to him, he was kind of talking to her too.
Of
That
course
broke
he
my
was.
it broke my fucking heart. And I actually I think I did. I don't remember because I forced myself to forget. I genuinely think I did message her and I sent her proof and stuff because next thing I know, his best friend texted me like, "Oh, they're broken up." And I'm like,
Good. At
"Yeah,
least she knew her worth. No, I
yeah,"
love that.
because I'm guys. I don't like saying this because I feel like it's like cringy, but I am a girl's girl. Because if I find out that a guy is texting me and he has a girlfriend, I will immediately go find the girlfriend. And Diva's a fucking detective, so I will ask her to go
Yeah.
find out who the girlfriend is, and then I will send her a message. If I find out a guy that I truly do like, because if I don't give a fuck about a guy, I don't care how many like girls or guys or whoever he's texting. I don't care. But if I'm genuinely like caring for him and I find out he's texting someone else at the same time, I will
Hmm.
tell that girl. I will tell them. But yeah, sorry.
No, like I do you think this red flag can be rehabilitated? I think I butchered that word, but do you?
Yeah. Sometimes, but only if the person actually wants to do the work and take accountability for how they've been treating you. Like you can't force self awareness onto someone who's committed to staying comfortable. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, like even then you can't fix someone into commitment, which I feel like a lot of people get wrong. Like even if you change the way a person feels towards a relationship doesn't mean they're going to want it with you, right? Because if they wanted to claim you, they would. If I don't know, they
Exactly.
wanted to show up, they already would
They
have
would.
been showing up, right? Just like Nuha said, how she felt like an unpaid intern. You're not an unpaid intern auditioning for the role of a partner, you know?
Exactly. And like guys, labels aren't scary when the right person shows up. Because if a random person shows up and he's not the right one, I wouldn't fucking label it, you know? I'll be like, "Oh, we're just having fun," you know? But if a right guy shows up, I might label it.
Yeah.
They won't make you beg for clarity, and they won't act like basic respect is a vibe killer, and they won't need like a 6 month trial run before deciding if you're worth it or not. They'll just know, and they'll want you to know too. They'll make it very very prominent that they want to pursue you and like actually want a good healthy relationship with you, and actually might and actually care for you, you know.
Yeah, because if you think about it from your perspective and you were in their position, I feel like you do the same. If you were really into
Exactly.
someone, you'd let them know. So, okay, if you're dealing with this, take them out of the clinic, hand
Mm-hmm.
them those discharge papers, and
And
do
that's it.
not look back. I feel like your
Please
time
don't.
is too valuable to spend in someone
Mm,
else's waiting room, hoping for an appointment that they never fucking planned to book, anyways. You know?
exactly. And my lovely girls, my lovely angels. I want to call you that. My lovely angels. You deserve someone who doesn't need you convincing them to get into a relationship. Like or someone who chooses you in the daylight in public and without conditions, you know? And until you meet that person, please keep your fucking standards high. If someone tells you, "Oh, your standards are high," no, they're fucking not. Maybe look if they're a bit too high, like if you want fucking a book
Billionaires.
that, yeah, or if, what did you say?
Billionaire.
Oh,
That
I thought
that
it was
that that falls from the sky in the
like
helicopter
I
inside a
heard
bookstore.
glinios. I was like, what?
What? No.
I don't know. I don't know. But please keep your standards high and your clinic doors closed.
Yeah, because bottom line, right? If someone doesn't believe in labels, believe them. Believe
Mm.
them. And
Believe.
the part that we forget, right? Believe in yourself enough to walk away.
Exactly, because if they can't call you theirs, they don't get to keep you like you are.
And you know what? Clinic, the clinic is
It's
closed for today.
close.
See you guys, on Friday.
Next week. Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, Friday. Thank you so
Friday,
much
yeah.
for listening in. But before you leave, please stay. Please stay, and thank you for like staying until like
The end.
until the end. But do you got any drama? Decisions that you might regret? Situationships, relationships, or just ships that make absolutely zero motherfucking sense. Why did I turn British there? Sorry. Please,
Absolutely.
absolutely, please tap the link in our bio and submit to You Asked for This, and we will roast you, give you advice, tell you that you are fucked up, you're wrong or you're right, validate you, invalidate you with so much love. And guys, I know you'll miss us already. You miss us already.
Good. We like to leave you wanting more. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.